In Hebrews chapter 1, it tells us that faith is the confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not yet see. It goes on to say in the next verse, this is what the ancients were commended for. And in Hebrews 11 and Romans chapter 4, Abraham is highlighted as such a person of great faith. And Abraham was promised a son, a seed, an offspring, and that through him, Abraham would be the father of many nations. And this is an incredible but almost impossible promise, because Abraham was 99 years old at the time. His wife had never been able to have children, and we're told in Romans chapter 4 that her womb was as good as dead. And yet Paul goes on to tell us in the same passage that his faith did not waver through unbelief regarding the promises of God, but was strengthened in his faith and gave glory to God, being fully persuaded that God had power to do what he had promised. And I believe that's what real faith looks like. It's having full assurance and confidence in the promises of God, even though you cannot see them or fully experience them yet. But in faith, you press on, obtain and hold on to what he has promised, even though it may hurt or be hard in the process. And it often hurts and is hard, not by the things you cannot see, but by the things that you can see. Think about that. And I believe this is the faith that is pleasing to God, that without we cannot please him. It's certainly not a leap in the dark. It's trusting him and his promise and his word. So if you feel like you're wavering in what you know God has promised you in his word, or specifically made a promise to you, then let me encourage you to keep trusting, keep believing, keep hoping, because we're told later in Hebrews chapter 11, God will earnestly reward those who seek him.